video is the path to disclosure that I think we should take. So, right now we have spirits talking through people, but we're actually speaking directly to aliens. That's a good way. Now, reading books that they write, that's another good way. Making movies about aliens is good, but I think we're ready now to make a movie and about all the aliens we know that are here and what they look like. I just saw a video on YouTube called like the 57 different kinds of aliens that I favorited, and it has actual drawings of all these different kinds of aliens. Now I'm sure these drawings were made by people who saw them or had a vision of them, so just trust them that they're accurate with it, and put yourself in suspended disbelief with it, and then maybe you'll actually be able to imagine them in your own. You have a connection to them. Now, I had a pretty interesting epiphany when I was watching the video, and they were showing all these different kinds of aliens. And I guess, all the aliens, they look like different races of human here. So, I think that's what, and you have movies where you have, aliens that are black and aliens that are white. So, there's different races out in the cosmos, too. So, that'd be cool to have it so that there's a movie where there's disclosure in the movie. And all these aliens come down and land. And they're all different races, because they're all from different star systems. And a lot of the races look similar to the races here. Like, you have races that look kind of like how would a cartoon character of a Chinese guy would look like a short, stubby. And actually, one of the aliens that I saw in that kind of looked like that. So you have them, and you're like, oh, and then you find out that they're related to actual Chinese people here. Like, their race got seeded in here. Like, all the different races were seeded by aliens. Because they're different, descendants of specific different kind of races, because you have these alien races that look like Nordics. So maybe people blonde hair, blue eyes, came from that kind of alien, and then you have the aliens that are black. And in the movie, the alien who's the first alien that we meet, like when they all land and we're all ready to find him, and all the media is there. Out steps out a big black dude, a big black woman, dressed in what looks like traditional African robes, like those African, with the big African hat on. All these Africans come out kind of even walking with the swagger in African. And then meeting the president, and you're like, oh, you're the leader? That would be funny. That would be good. And so you hang out with them. But how they first come, everybody's ready, and then people have sightings all the time, and then even sightings of little aliens walking in the background, kind of like that movie with Mel Gibson. And then people recognizing, oh, that looks like that one, and then they land, and then they all come out. So then we all see them, and they're all we have the special effects now to make them look really real. So you have these aliens who look like a human almost, kind of like in Men in Black, where you have these humans with the little dude with the little head, and the other guy with the big. But the ones they made there were kind of ugly. And I think it'd be cool to make aliens that definitely look freaky because they're way different from us, but they don't look ugly. They don't look trollish, tiny forehead and really hairy and crumpled up face. So the ones that do have them looking big eyes and big heads, because that's what a lot of the ones, the grays and then I can't remember with this video, but they were the ones from can't remember, but they were the human ones, looking ones that looked they had different variations of bigger eyes and bigger heads than us. So I guess if you get more in the future and more evolved and more our race in the future, it's kind of what they are, because they're more advanced than us. is like with bigger heads because we think more, and bigger eyes so that we can see more, perceive more. Maybe bigger eyes that can see spirits. But yeah, just have different various alien races, and also include the reptiles. And in the movie, have the reptiles come and hang out with us because, basically the reptiles are good, and so we all but they're all like good and different. I don't know, making them athletic. What all make them like have them all distinct and certain different skills that they come down and do. Like they'd have the reptiles and would be really athletic, and I'd have them like totally kick our asses in all of our sports. And then these little, the Palladians also, because I heard they're really big. Like men are like 7 feet and women are like 6'6" or something. They're like super strong. But then you have the little ones, like the little grayish and gray ones, and the Nordic ones that are smaller than us. They're like really good at like, I don't know, they come down and they like show us all some kinds of cool stuff. But to make them look really real, and like make them look like in the drawings, but make it look like there's actually a person there, only they have like really big eyes. That would be kind of freaky. And so like make a movie like that. But what I think would be cool is like if Disclosure actually was like, if I could imagine, I would imagine it as something being totally beautiful and like totally classic, like something that is more like imaginative and beautiful than anything that somebody could like write. So like what it would be like is like, well, what I imagine is like, okay, you have that movie where like the aliens come down, and then the actual events of that movie actually start happening, and it's actually a movie of the soon future. So then these actually, when you come down, we actually do see them, and like it actually becomes real. That would be cool. I feel that like blow people's minds, and it would be like, I guess people would already kind of believe it because they already saw the movie and liked it. It was like a popular movie like Star Wars or something. It'd be kind of cool. So like that'd be a cool way to pass through Disclosure. But the actual moment of disclosure, that like the moment of landing, something that people should imagine. Just like maybe for the sake of movies and stuff, like what that would be like, because I can't really imagine. Maybe, I think by the time that happens, people already know, because everybody's had a sighting on their own. And then you have groups and small groups and bigger groups. So, now, it turns out that I'm all wrong. Like, we stay here, and we don't find any extraterrestrial. That would be crazy too. So at any rate, future's crazy. Oh my God.